Important note, this video is not financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decision. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Here's your market briefing from Rumour with AI. Crypto markets have stalled, leaving investors in limbo as the CoinDesk 20 index drifts lower. Internet Computer and Hedera are leading the decline, dragging sentiment down across the board. Bitcoin is holding near $77,000, but technical indicators tell a cautious tale. The relative strength index remains neutral, signaling a lack of momentum rather than a clear breakout. Traders are watching closely for a decisive move, but for now, the market is stuck in a holding pattern. On the macro front, global trade fractures are deepening. The economic power balance between the US, China, and Europe is shifting rapidly. Industrial output in Europe is struggling to keep pace with Asian manufacturing resilience. This divergence is forcing portfolio managers to rethink their exposure to traditional Western industrial giants. The risk is no longer just inflation, it is structural decoupling. Meanwhile, geopolitical finance is taking a new turn. Russia's finance ministry has unveiled plans for a second 10-year yuan-denominated bond sale. Order collection begins on May 28, with placement scheduled for June 3, 2026. This move signals a continued pivot away from Western capital markets and toward Eastern liquidity pools. It is a stark reminder that the global financial architecture is fragmenting along political lines. In corporate news, Copart is set to report Q3 earnings on May 21. Analysts are forecasting 41 cents in earnings per share on $1.2 billion in revenue. The real story here is margin pressure. Fee rate headwinds and the increasing complexity of electric vehicle processing are squeezing profitability. Investors will be scrutinizing management's guidance on operational efficiency. If margins continue to compress, the stock could face significant selling pressure. Looking ahead to today's release, the economic calendar is packed with high-impact data. At 8:30 Universal Time Coordinated, the UK will release its S&P Global Services PMI flash. The forecast stands at 51.7, down from the previous 52.7. A further drop below 50 would signal contraction in the dominant service sector. Simultaneously, the manufacturing PMI flash is expected at 51.2, down from 53.7. These figures will set the tone for the British pound and European equity markets. Later at 12:30 Universal Time Coordinated, U.S. housing data will hit the wires. Building permits are forecast at 1.35 million, down from 1.363 million. Housing starts are expected at 1.45 million, a notable decline from 1.502 million. This cooling in the housing sector adds to the narrative of slowing domestic demand. It suggests that the Federal Reserve may have more room to maneuver on interest rates than previously thought. In related news, the Central Bank of Armenia updated its FX rates for May 21. Minor shifts in USD, Euro, and GBP rates reflect broader regional currency valuations. While not a global market mover, it highlights the volatility in emerging market currencies. That's your market briefing. Follow Rumour with AI for daily market intelligence.